OGA Landlord.
One will travel from his country and get to another country and will be in difficult to find where to lay his head. This is the exact stories of most Nigerians who found themselves in Ghana now. My name is DJ Parker Rich. I have had confrontations with several Ghanaian landlords and Nigerian tenants right here in Ghana. In recent times, there have been a lot of complaints as that Ghanaian landlords are refusing to give their houses out there to Nigerian tenants. What could be the problem? Because there is a saying that there is no smoke without fire. But the most painful thing is that when everyone travels from his homeland to another land, he needs a place to lay his head. 10, 15 years ago, the story was different. A Ghanaian landlord would rather give his house out for rent to a Nigerian than rather a Ghanaian, because there was belief that Nigerians were paying much better than Ghanaians. The narrative has changed. And we are out there to find out reasons why the favorites of Ghanaian landlord are not getting places to lay their heads. My name is DJ Parker Rich, aka Mazi, aka Otuma, aka Siriki. I would like you to be with me on this journey whilst we find out reasons why most Ghanaian landlords are refusing to give their rooms out for rent to Nigerians. We have heard a lot of stories, both from the tenants, from the landlords, from the caretakers, and from apartment owners. But my question is, we all have homes from where we are coming from. But the fancy people have a proverb which says, "Daka," meaning houses are not like boxes to travel with. So definitely, when you travel, you definitely have to find a place to lay your heads. These our Nigerian brothers in Ghana here are being denied places to lay their heads when they have money, just because one irresponsible Nigerian messed up somebody's apartment. One might say it is not one person, it is not two person, but there are a series of stories. One might say Ghanaians are envious of Nigerians' success, and so they don't want them to be in their country. We have heard stories of people who also enjoy the company of Nigerians. We have to find the root cause of these things. And so I'm going out there to speak to opinion leaders, people who matter in this discussion, and so we can be on a journey to change this narrative. That when a Ghanaian travels to Nigeria, he can have a comfortable place to live, same as a Nigerian. When he comes to Ghana, he can have a comfortable place to live. My name is DJ Parker Rich, aka Mazi. Don't watch this documentary with emotions, but be open-minded and listen to what they say. Let's find solutions and let's change these narratives. One love, one Africa.
My name is Kofi Kaveli.
My name is Yusuf Mohammed Raji Adebayo. I am the chief of Yorubas in Gumwa Nyanyano, and also the president of ANC, or Nigerian Congress, in Central Region.
My dad is a Nigerian and my mom is a Ghanaian. My dad is Yoruba, my mom is Ewe.
Actually, I was born in Ghana. My father was born in Ghana. My grandfather was born in Ghana. I school in Nigeria just to understand our language. My mother was also born in Ghana, and my mother is related to Ashanti. So my father is Yoruba, and my mother is Ashanti and also a Yoruba, because her father is a Yoruba, which her mother is Ashanti.
I just came back from Nigeria 2 days ago. I'm a telecom engineer, a graphic web an UI UX designer. I'm also a fashion designer. I do a lot of things. I practice most in Nigeria.
Initially, it wasn't as it is now. Before, we the Yorubas, we know we built Ghana together. We are part and parcel of Ghana. We are not immigrants, we are citizens of Ghana. And also as well as Hausas. But as at now, we have another tribes that came in the afternoon to join the Ghana. So this has makes all of us to be Nigerian. They stripe us as Nigerian, not by a tribe. We agree. We are all Nigerian, but some of us are Nigerian and Ghanaian. So the accommodation has become very hard for some of the Nigerians, simply because the price in the first place, and the second one, the trouble that they face or they live with the landlord when they are leaving their house. Some of them misuse the facilities, so the landlord now said they will not give them accommodation due to how they treat the house or how they leave the house when they are moving out.
Oh, the Nigerians, most of them, some of them are very good. Some of them are very good, but some of them too, they are thieves.
It was like about 4 years ago. Then just after university, I didn't want to stay with my parents in Nigeria, and my parents are property owners here in Ghana as well. And I didn't want to stay at home. I wanted to stay close to the town because our family house is around Tema side. So I wanted to stay around Accra. So I decided to rent a house, but they didn't really receive me well because they perceived me to be a Nigerian.
Liars. And then sometimes they will bring in girls and then run away and then leave them, which is very bad. I've encountered like 2 or 3 problems like that. I even have a friend who also had the same problems. So with Nigerians, I wouldn't say all of them are bad, but some of them, most of them, they are really, really not good.
Actually, the problem was, you see, the morning Nigerian that came to Ghana, the morning, what I mean by the morning is those who, like we that we are born here, or those who come early before the independence of Ghana. These people are more or less very humble. And now we have some boys. You know how nowadays boys, how they behave. These are the problems that occur. That's why some landlords are not agreeing to give their house to the Nigerians.
It was not easy. It's a stereotypical thing. I think Ghanaians are usually stereotypical because if you sound like a Nigerian to them, you are a Nigerian. And they tend to judge you by what they've heard from somebody about Nigerians. And most of them haven't really had one-on-one encounter with Nigerians themselves. But they just tend to be skeptical at first until you prove them wrong.
When they come and stay in your properties, they will not take very good care of them. Most of them are dating. The moment you realize they've already spoiled all some of your utensils and other stuff that are in the house. So that is the reason why most landladies and landlords don't want to rent out their houses to Nigerians.
Nigerians, when they come to rent your house, one person will come and say, "Oh, landlord, please, I want to rent your house. How much is the house?" If the landlord said it's 1,000 cedis, the Nigerian man will say, "Okay, I'll pay." He will come into the house. 2 weeks later, he will come with 2 of his brothers. He will come and meet the landlord. "Oh, these are my brothers, so there are 2. Okay, landlord starts seeing 3 boys in the house. 2 months later, you see those brothers have brought their brothers. And the landlord will say, "I hope this one, oh, it's our brothers and their brothers' brothers." Extended family they come Ghanaian landlord house. Before you know, one person can't rent house. Before you know, there are about 15 in the house, and I'm not exaggerating. My parents are property owners, and we've rented our house to a Nigerian or to Nigerians before, and we know this. So now, 15 boys are living in a 2-bedroom apartment.
So one will come in as, "Oh, I'm coming to stay here, try and make a living in Ghana." And then by the time, maybe let's say the name is called Chinedu, the time you realize, "Oh, my brother My brother too want to come and stay here for 1 week or 2 days. By the time you realize another brother, by the time they will be in a group like 6, 7, be in a room, and what they will be doing, only God knows. Yeah, so Chinedu will come, Okechukwu, Sunday, Obi, like everybody. By the time you realize, half of them are in the room.
I've been facing a lot of these problems because when it occurs, they call us. We should come and settle it. Some are fraudsters. Some boys goes out in the night. Some of them, they will rent the room. A person will come and rent the room before you realize there are 10 or 20 in a room. These are the problem, and we are looking how to solve it for them.
A girl will come with her sister and say, oh, this is my sister, oh, we are renting your house. Okay, cool, landlord is renting house to 2 girls. Before you know, 37,251 girls are staying in the apartment. It's crazy, Nana. So, and those girls now, they are doing prostitution. Because how do we know they are doing prostitution? Because they go out every night and come back every early morning and they don't have any work. How do we know they don't have any work? Because they don't have any work. Because especially where they work, you go see them for in life. And they start doing fraud in that apartment. Police will start noticing, neighbors will start noticing, police will start coming to disturb the owner of the house because of the neighbors around have snitched. So it's really, really something to wrap your head around.
Oh, most of the time, some of them say they are coming in for holidays. Others too, some of them, they are, you know, those browsing and other stuff. Some of them post as businessmen, so you never know. Nigerians, they are full of surprises. They are intelligent in their brain.
Now, Ghanaian landlords, come closer. Take your time. Nigerian tenants are not your children. They are not your wards, and they are not your subordinates. They are coming to rent your apartment. They are coming to pay you. So therefore, they are helping your life. So if a Nigerian comes to rent your house, treat them like mature people. Don't tell a Nigerian that I don't want to be hearing sound from your house by 7 p.m. or 10 p.m. I don't want to be hearing noise. Ghanaian landlords do that to Nigerians, but to Ghanaians, they'll keep quiet. Even though you play music in your apartment and reduce the volume small, normal sound, that the bass will be sounding boom, boom, boom. Landlord can go and start banging on the Nigerian tenants door that stop that, you are making noise. And this is true, and there are evidences, every Nigerians will attest to this. Ghanaian landlords will tell Nigerian tenants not to go and throw water in front of the compound. When you don't have gutter, when Ghanaian tenants are throwing water in that same place, if a Nigerian does it, it's a crime, and that's bad. They'll do rope to dry clothes behind the house. Ghanaian landlord will be drying clothes there. Ghanaian tenants will be drying clothes there. But if a Nigerian tenant dries clothes there, wahala. If anything lost or gets missing in the house, the first suspect is who? Repeat after me. Nigerian tenants. It's crazy.
Cleaning of the house, they don't. They say they are dirty. Most of them are very, very dirty. They are very dirty. They don't clean, they don't wash anything. Some of them even don't want to bath. Them themselves, they don't want to bath. They will use perfumes on them, high scented perfumes on themselves. And the time you will realize, and then you will go to the washroom, you will feel like throwing out. So for me personally, I wouldn't like a Nigerian, they should forgive me to stay in my apartment.
Nigerian tenants that are responsible are some of the sweetest tenants you will have in your entire life. A landlord, if you don't have money to pack your sock away, maybe you are a landlord, you have 20 tenants in your house, and you want to pack your sock away, you don't have enough money to pay the truck, you can call all your tenants to lend you 500 cedis, and none of them will give you. But a Nigerian tenant will borrow you 1,000 cedis and tell you, oh, landlord, don't worry, remove it from my next house rent. I can beat my chest that a Nigerian will give you more than you asked for.
Yes, I've encountered some good ones. I quite remember there was one Nigerian man and then the girlfriend that came around, and they were really, really good, But I think that man, he's staying in Nigeria. He's a Nigerian based in the UK, and he was very, very good,
But the only issue now is the bad ones, because we always come back to the bad ones. The bad ones don't clean the house they live in. When they leave the house you rent for them, you have to now renovate the house. Charlie, and it's very painful for a landlord because you have to repaint the house, patch the walls. So you have to spend money on paint, cement. Even you can refix the door just because you rented your apartment to a Nigerian. It's crazy.
Actually, as a president of ANC in Central Region, we are really trying. We are really trying to solve all these problems because now we want to enjoy all the landlords that they should inform us before giving their rooms to any Nigerian so that we will know the type of person that they are giving their rooms to, and so that we will support them. When anything comes, we know where we can trace them.
Oh, for me, you see, there is this saying in our Ghanaian language, so, okay, you understand? So, I'm not saying all Nigerians are bad. No, not all of them are bad. Most of them are very good. But my advice is you have to know the person very well. Take something valuable from the person. Something that if the person doesn't have it, he cannot go anywhere. Sometimes they have passport or something like any identification card, so that in case of anything, you can trace them. Because to me personally, I wouldn't advise any Ghanaian to rent out their houses, irrespective of the amount of money that they have. Like having a whole lot of money and then not having a peace of mind in your own house, it's something also.
This has become a very, 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 very problem. You see, initially when you want to rent a chamber and hall self-contained, it was 100 cedis, 80 cedis, 150 cedis. But as I'm speaking with you now, chamber and hall self-contained has become, in Kasua year, has become 600 cedis. You see, even yesterday, somebody said he's renting his 2-bedroom out at 1,500. You see, and all these things, as a Ghanaian, it's difficult for a Ghanaian to take this accommodation. But in Nigeria, we come and pay as if it's not even paying anything. So both of them work in and out that the Nigerian help them to rent it in a high price, and the landlord to enjoy to give it to Nigeria in a high price.
I'm not going to say Ghanaian landlords double the price. I'm going to say Ghanaian landlords quadruple, not even triple. You see, we skip 2, we skip 3, we are going to 4. Ghanaian landlords charge Nigerians times 4. Do you know why? Now let me tell you. Because some Nigerians that are irresponsible, that constitute nuisance, when they come to your house, you have to renovate the house. Like I said earlier, you can even buy a new fan. If you had air conditioning in that house, you could even change the air condition. Because of the previous tenants, I don't know whether they used to climb the air condition and defecate on it. Because it is crazy. The apartment will be like where they put refuse after a Nigerian tenant moves out. But good Nigerian tenants, trust me, they will take good care of your apartment, maintain it for you. Before they even pack out safe, they could even, if a fault is with your WC seat, they could change the WC. That is a solid Nigerian. Nigerians have money, and Nigerians can prove to you that they are big boys.
Where they will put their head at, they really don't care to even pay, even in dollars. There are some landladies and caretakers that they charge in dollars. Meanwhile, we are in Ghana eating cedis. We use cedis, but they pay in dollars. So I think that is it. Yeah.
Some Ghanaian landlords do this. They will ask you to pay your rent. When you pay your rent, they'll ask you to pay damage fee. If you are leaving the house and there is no damages, then they will return that damage fee for you. But if there is damages, they'll keep it.
You see, a Ghanaian landlord should at least remember that Ghana and Nigeria are brothers and sisters. You understand? These are the things that even if it's not only Ghana and Nigeria, we Africans, we should believe we have one mother, one father. So now the landlords should consider some things to believe that these people are my brother. to give them accommodation, because somebody who left Nigeria to Ghana, the first thing the person will look for is where to lay his head. And when it comes to Ghana, at least as we know, the Ghana, they welcome visitors. We know, even our parents tell us how Ghanaians are with the visitors. So why is now changing? We are begging the Ghanaian landlords, they should give them opportunity to lay their head in their houses. So they should make sure that there's agreement, tenancy agreement should work effectively.
And the Ghanaian landlords, you yourself, the people you are renting the house to, they are human beings. They have houses where they are coming from. So treat them as such. If you travel to another man's country, they'll treat you the way you treat people. That's the law of karma. So stay easy, guys. That's the fact.
Ghana here, we have a law, and the law is working. So when you come to Ghana as a Nigerian, we are begging you, steadfast to the Ghana law. Take it as they want. The way they said they want their immigrants to behave the way that anything will not happen to you. And make sure you contact your leaders like we. Let us know that you have come to Ghana to stay. Let us know the occupation, the business you brought to Ghana, so that we can also support you to be secured. Because Ghana is a peaceful country, which we pray day and night that God should protect the image of Ghana as it is. Please.
Well, you have seen and heard the stories for yourself. What do? We are not here to put blame the games, but find solutions to these problems. My brother, a Nigerian has a right to live in Ghana and be comfortable like a Ghanaian. So should a Ghanaian be able to live in Nigeria and become comfortable. We are brothers regardless. The most important thing is that we fish out the bad ones where they give Nigerian bad names. Yes. Probably the bad ones might be in their numbers. Let's fish them out and let's get the good ones. Some might say that when you give them your building, when they live in, you will have to spend 3 times of what they paid to renovate it. And for that reason, they won't risk that. This is sad, but we need to fix it. This is what people had to say. My name is Mazi. Subscribe to this channel, share your view in the comment section, and let's move Africa, Nigeria, Ghana to a better place. Let's unite, let's love ourselves. I'm out of here.